I never thought this day would actually come, but it did. It was a Tuesday, the air in the office thick with unspoken tension, just like any other day under Mr. Harrison. He called me into his glass-walled office, a smug look already plastered on his face. "We're going to have to let you go," he said, the words dripping with a satisfaction he didn't bother to hide. He listed a series of fabricated performance issues, each one a thinly veiled excuse. I just stood there, a mix of shock and a strange sense of relief washing over me. The final nail was when he added, "Frankly, you're just not cut out for this level of work." I didn't argue. I just nodded, turned around, and walked out of his office for the last time. The silence of my colleagues was deafening. They knew this was a long time coming, not because of my work, but because of his ego. As I walked back to my desk, a cardboard box in hand, the memories flooded back in a painful montage. There was the time Harrison took credit for my project in a board meeting, smiling as the executives praised his innovative approach. I remembered the countless late nights, fueled by coffee and the false promise of a promotion, only to be told I lacked initiative. He would belittle my ideas in front of everyone, only to present them as his own a week later. I recalled the emails sent after work hours, demanding immediate responses, and the way he'd publicly criticize a single typo in a report I'd spent days perfecting. Each stapler, each notepad, each personal mug I placed in the box felt heavy with the weight of these injustices. It wasn't just a job I was losing. It was a daily battle for my sanity and self-worth. Packing up my desk was like packing away 2 years of suppressed anger and frustration. The next morning, my phone buzzed with a text from a former colleague, Sarah. It was a single sentence: "You need to see this." My heart pounded as I logged into my personal email. There it was, an email I had sent to HR late last night, after the shock had worn off and a cold, clear-headed anger had set in. It was a meticulously detailed account of every instance of Harrison's harassment, plagiarism, and abuse. I had attached supporting emails, project files with timestamps, and even offered to connect them with other former employees who had left because of him. Later that day, Sarah called me, her voice buzzing with excitement. "They called him into a meeting with HR and the regional director this morning," she whispered. He walked out 10 minutes later with a security guard and a box. "He's gone. They fired him on the spot." A wave of pure, unadulterated vindication washed over me. It was a feeling more satisfying than any promotion or bonus he could have ever dangled in front of me. The system I thought was broken had actually worked. My voice, which he had tried so hard to silence, had been the one to bring about his downfall. The knot of anxiety that had lived in my stomach for 2 years finally uncoiled. Standing in my living room, surrounded by the contents of my old desk, I didn't feel loss. I felt freedom. The cardboard box no longer represented an ending but a beginning. It was a clean slate, a chance to find a workplace where my contributions would be valued and my dignity respected. For the first time in a long time, I smiled, genuinely and without reservation, ready for whatever came next.